Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jonathan North, and today I'm doing another quarantine review, but this time is going to be a little bit different in that I'm talking about a show that, when this review is released, probably just came out. Normally I'm like way behind in everything I do, but this one I've actually had some time to plan for because I'm reviewing this series, Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, for the Rotoscopers. So I actually got a sneak peek. They sent me a link to a pre-release copy of the entire first season, so I saw these episodes long before they were released, but I thought, well, why not do a review for my channel too? Just make sure I don't release it before the show is actually released, because I don't know how all that embargo stuff works. I just know when I'm allowed to post the review on the Rotoscopers, so I figure as long as this comes out after that, I probably should be fine. Anyway, I'm a big Jurassic World fan. Well, I'm a big Jurassic Park fan. Jurassic World is kind of mixed. I enjoyed the first one. The second one had some major problems. I really did not like some of the choices. But either way, I like dinosaurs. I like the Jurassic franchise. So I have been looking forward to this series. And now that I've seen it, I have some thoughts. So, for anyone who doesn't know, Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous is a series geared towards younger fans of the franchise. So, right away, there's maybe going to be some issues because Jurassic Park is not for kids. I mean, a lot of kids did watch it, do enjoy it, but it's PG-13, it's a lot of violence, so it seems kind of strange to maybe water it down for kids. But there was a teaser released like a year or so ago that looked good. So I was actually kind of excited. The animation looked great. It looked near photorealistic. The dinosaur looked great. And then more footage was released. Like the final trailer, you can tell there's a lot of kid-focused humor. The animation maybe doesn't look quite as polished as that teaser. And to me, it didn't really feel like something set in the Jurassic Park universe. But I'm still holding out hope. I love dinosaurs. I'm willing to give it a chance. So the cheesiness couldn't dull my excitement too much. I'm still relatively excited. And then I started watching it. And I'm not going to lie, the first few episodes were a bit of a chore to get through. So, on its surface, this show, it has the makings of something great. Like, the idea of the series should have been an easy slam dunk. Basically, the Camp Cretaceous in the title is a new camp on the other side of Isla Nublar, which is the island where Jurassic World is located. And the show follows campers during this first test run of this new program. So basically, this show covers like a week or so leading up to the events of the first Jurassic World film before all heck breaks loose. So you're following these kids as they meet dinosaurs and explore the island and whatever. It's a solid idea for a series. And to me at least, it fits perfectly well in with the events of the film. It's set far enough away from the action that it's plausible that this is something that could be taking place on the island, coinciding with the events of the film. But the writing, especially for the first half, especially where dialogue is concerned, is not good. The kids do not act like normal kids. They act and talk like out-of-touch adults think kids act and talk. And maybe I'm an out-of-touch adult and I just think that kids today don't talk like these kids, but I have never seen a kid that talks and acts like the kids in this show. They're just kind of obnoxious, kind of annoying. I mean, not all of them and not all of the time, but like half of them, especially for the first half of the series, are just kind of unlikable. And in a show where like lives are at stake, unlikable characters are not a good thing. You need to care about your characters if you want to get invested. So, right away, that's a big problem. But, having said all that, at some point, after the halfway point of the series, so you have to chore through the first half. I did find my attitude changing a bit. It was a struggle to get through the first half, so I did not binge it. I watched 1 or 2 episodes at a time. But the last 4 episodes, I think I watched them all in one go. So, sometime after the dinosaurs escape, I found myself caring about the characters a little more. They started acting a little less obnoxious when they're like trying to run for their lives. So, at some point, I did change my attitude and I did enjoy the series in the end. But like I said, the first half you have to get through. Like the show, even the second half, it's by no means perfect, but it does slowly improve so that by the end of the first season, I was invested enough and I didn't want the show to end. In the end, despite everything, I'm a fan of dinosaurs, I'm a fan of Jurassic Park, and I did actually end up enjoying the show. I was invested enough that I actually do want a season 2. I want to know what happens after this. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I will say that there were twists and turns that I didn't expect, and the season did not end like I expected it to. So there are surprises, and I think for dinosaur fans, for Jurassic World fans, it's probably worth getting into, especially if you have younger dinosaur fans in your family. I don't think kids are going to care about the writing issues. I think kids are going to like this show, and in the end, that is the target audience, so I guess I can be a little more forgiving of that. Just for me, I think I would prefer to think of this as in its own separate universe, although sometimes I want to think that way about both the Jurassic World films, like they're in a separate universe from the first 3. That kind of helps me like them a little more, I think. I don't know. That's just my issue. Anyway, despite its many flaws, I ended up having a good time with the show, and I'm looking forward to season 2 if they make it. I do hope they will, even though I had issues. Like I said, this show is not perfect, but I enjoyed it enough that if they make a season 2, I will be looking forward to it. So, I guess take that for what it's worth. Anyway, I think that's going to be all for today. I guess I will see you in the next quarantine review, whenever that may be. Bye.